In today's episode, we're going to talk about Bud Light showing their price since the 90s. No one seemed to care back in the days, and now people care way too much. More specifically, we're going to talk about this very, very questionable Bud Light commercial that just makes me go, hmm. Stay tuned. So ever since the Buzzcast, the podcast, the Booze&Chill podcast started, I started off talking about the whole Bud Light making that big move against the whole LGBTQ LMNOP. I don't know how many letters there are in that damn thing anymore. But since the first episode, I talked about this because when I first decided to start the podcast, that was all just started happening. Like that ball was just starting to roll. And I talked about it in 2 episodes, and then I just thought, like, okay, that's enough. This is enough. That's enough hate for the podcast, right? But then, not only was I talking about it, but everybody was talking about it. And because, algorithms nowadays, right, with the AIs and such, because I talked about it in 2 episodes, Google just started kind of throwing a bunch of Bud Light news here and there a little too often than I wanted, right? Which Google, if you're listening, you can stop now. But yeah, it started with the whole Dylan Mulvaney, the TikTok influencer, and then, well, it actually started off with Kid Rock shooting a bunch of beer cans, and then revealed as to why he did that, because of Dylan Mulvaney, and so on and so forth. And just recently, I've got news like Anheuser-Busch employees say Dylan Mulvaney campaign a strategic destruction of Bud Light. Kind of a no-brainer. That's kind of why, Bud Light kind of went down the shitter afterwards, right? And then another, also just recent, another article saying Bud Light loses out on featuring transgender influencer Mulvaney. So this shit has just been going in and out. Bud Light's just doing very, very bad ever since that move. So now that you're kind of sort of up to speed, now what I really want to talk about is this one commercial, which, by the way, Google also showed it to me. And this particular commercial was aired in 1993. This commercial kind of sort of really, it just like it outdid itself in a sense that people made a huge deal with this whole transgender influencer Bud Light move thing. Well, in this commercial, it kind of flicks itself off. I'm talking like big old situation. I mentioned in the beginning that nobody gave a shit back then in the 90s when this particular commercial happened, which I'm going to show you in a second. But now people, have a lot of feelings and feelings, right? But I guess that goes to show that, things were different back then, right? But yeah, in this commercial that I'm about to show you, Bud Light just kind of like, they showed their true colors back then. And now that they did it again just recently back this year, right? Yeah, things didn't go as smoothly as it did back in the 90s. I'll leave it at that. So what do you say we jump into this video? And for those of you who have not seen this or don't know what I'm talking about, you are in for a treat. And just so you know, I am going to be stopping this video every now and again. And about I'm going to run it like 5-6 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and put my input, say what I got to say, put my 2 cents in and stuff like that. Mostly because of the YouTube limitations, copywriting restrictions and all that stuff and all that, mumbo jumbo bullshit stuff. But that's it. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see some jaws drop. Right off the bat, guys, you can already see what's coming. Going back to the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, you see it. You saw it with your own 2 eyes. You saw it. How it's starting. You know what's coming. Or do you?
Bud Light, please.
Tonight's ladies' night, and there's a special on Bud Light.
I love the classic bartender thing that's got going on. I love that. It's got like that whole maybe like 1920s, 1930s kind of bartender look kind of vibe. You know what I mean? The only thing that's missing for him to do is like that thing where they wash the bar. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the one where they're like, "What can I get you, ladies?" You know, that type of vibe. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go back to the video.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down,
A great beer that won't fill you up and will never let you down. Not the slogan I would have gone with. I mean, beer will fill you up, right? It will fill you up and will never let you down. Not the biggest Bud Light drinker, as all of you may know. For those of you who have been around for a lot since the beginning, you know, I guess it's coming from somebody who doesn't drink light beer, right? But I mean, but that whole the dudes dressed up as chicks for ladies' nights. I mean, like, come on. That is exactly why Bud Light got in trouble. But like I said, in the 90s, this was just funny. People just like didn't care. People had a sense of humor back then, right? Or is it just me? Leave it in the comments. Like, things are different. I understand that, but I mean, like, get a fucking sense of humor, guys, right? Am I right? Okay, now let's finish this off.
make it a Bud Light.
Oh no, it's Ted from accounting.
Oh no, it's Ted from accounting. When you're just one of those people who lives like that kind of double lifestyle and you run into somebody that you know, I really wouldn't know how that is. But I mean, I would assume it's like, how do you get out of that situation, man? Like really, it makes you think. It makes you think. But yeah, that commercial is just hilarious, really, guys. Again, this was back in 1993 when this commercial aired. Like, this was on TV. Like, children saw this and parents didn't care. Parents were laughing their asses off, more than likely. But again, it goes back to the whole, different times and, people minding their own goddamn business back then. So when Google sent me this and I watched it and it gave me that it was a title. Well, to be honest, I don't remember the title, but basically it was like, oh, look what Bud Light did, and look at what you're mad about. See what's going on there? I will admit, when I got that, well, when Google sent me that, I was like, bravo, Google, bravo. But that about covers this video, guys. I had to show you guys this because if you are familiar with what's been going on with Bud Light and how not very well that they're doing, I had to show this and show you, it's been done already. It's been done. Just, it was not a big deal back then. And to those people who, who don't like that don't like what Bud Light did, suck it up. Come on, man. It's beer. I get it's a whole brand thing, and I get the whole connection with your favorite beers and stuff like that. But there's no need for that, guys. There's no need for that. Chill the fuck out. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. You guys need to go check out the full commercial without, me coming in and out and pausing and talking and rambling and stuff like that. Google it up, YouTube it, and show it to a friend or two, and you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have a nice chuckle. But that's it for this video, guys. Not too long, not too short. That's what. And that's it for that, guys. And as usual, as if you did enjoy today's video, please boop that like button right down below and subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you're into drinks, any kinds of alcohols, cocktails, and I also do food reviews and beer reviews, and all the fun stuff in life. And that is it for that, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. Peace out, guys. I will see you again in the next one. Laters.